Well, as you look at Bible in a Year this week, this is week 22, and we have a whole series of Psalms to read together. Those are going to be listed alongside this video. And then there are two chunks, if you like. One chunk is 1 Corinthians 13 to 16. Now, 1 Corinthians 13 is an incident that is quite alarming to us. We think, gosh, this is quite severe. I'm trying not to give too much away. David decides he is not going to be the kind of leader, the kind of king that Saul was. He wants to do things differently, and part of that is by wanting to get the Ark of the Covenant, this religious artifact, back so that it becomes the center for their worship again. And the Ark of the Covenant was regarded, and it's hard to overstate this, as the very centerpiece of worship for Israel. So this would be God's throne on earth. And so this was a really important thing to be doing. Now, you will notice, and I'm trying not to give away too much, you'll notice there are 2 attempts to move the Ark of the Covenant back. And I'm not giving too much away to say that one succeeds and one doesn't. Read those carefully and try and work out, if you can, what's the difference? Why does one fail? Why does one succeed? And it'll help you to know a bit of the Old Testament background in terms of some of the stuff that we've read in Numbers, which you may or may not remember because it was quite a while ago. So that's the key, I think, to just looking at those 4 chapters in 1 Chronicles. And then we finished Romans, which I was just so blessed by. And now we're going to read the first 5 chapters of Mark's Gospel. Mark's Gospel is very fast paced. It's the shortest of all the Gospels. And incidents come bang, 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 one after another. And so it starts not with Christmas or a genealogy showing the background of Jesus, but with John the Baptist saying, get ready, make a way, be ready. And you will notice some great stories that he tells, some great parables with the spiritual stuff that we're supposed to extract from that. But you'll also notice that Jesus not only teaches incredibly, but acts incredibly as well. So he's able to do things that normal people can't do. And as you look at the miracles that Mark records in those first 5 chapters, just notice the range of them as well. Jesus shows a power and authority in several different realms, if you like, in terms of the things that he's able to do, the things that he's able to rule over, the things that he's got authority over. And no wonder the disciples are thinking, gosh, what do we make of this man? Who is he? Just notice the different areas that Jesus shows that authority to the people following him and the people around. The first half of Mark's Gospel, which is everything that we're reading this time, is all about who is Jesus. And so if you're new to this or anything, then you need to have that question really in your head. Who is Jesus? And the first 8 chapters are people finding out who is Jesus. Then the second half is, so what do we do about it? How do we live in response? And if you're interested in looking at more of Mark's Gospel from the point of view of somebody who's just trying to work out who Jesus is, then check out our Christianity Explored course. We run them regularly, as do lots of other churches. You simply read through the book of Mark and try and talk about your questions and try and get some answers. Mark, by the way, has written this down with Peter at his shoulder. We think Peter is giving his perspective on life with Jesus. So that's this week, a bit of 1 Chronicles and the first 5 chapters of Mark, and then all of the Psalms that you can see listed there. God bless you as you do this, and I pray that you'll find it does your soul lots of good as well as your head.